What's up, guys? Jesszman here with some excellent news for Today Gaming episode 35. So let's jump into it. It's going to be an exciting episode, so let's go. First up, we have some confirmation that a new God of War game from Santa Monica Studios is incoming. Now, Santa Monica Studios just put out an ad for a senior staff concept artist for a new God of War title. The project is just called God of War. We don't know if it's continuing the Kratos saga or what exactly they're planning on doing with this, but it does list that you have to have either previous or next-gen experience. So this just includes like PS2, PS3, Xbox 360, etc., etc., etc. So this may not be a PlayStation Vita title, but who knows? Since the PlayStation Vita is technically considered a next-generation portable console, and it does look to rival the PlayStation 3 in graphics, that it might indeed be a PlayStation Vita game in general. It might just be looking to optimize the graphics and what they can bring out of the PlayStation Vita for this upcoming God of War game to really bedazzle the audience. But this is very exciting to know that a new God of War title is incoming. I've played some of the God of Wars. They're amazing, so much fun, all the blood and the gore, and God of War 3 had excellent graphics, and it was just over the top in Kratos, and I just recommend picking it up. The God of War collection for God of Wars 1 and 2 on the PS2, and the Origins collections, which include the PlayStation Portable games. So if you get the Origins collection and the PS2 collection and God of War 3, you've got the whole saga right there. What else could you want for, or ask for? Sorry. Next up, we have some PlayStation Vita information blowout. So first up, we have some information about Ruin, the PlayStation 3/PlayStation Vita title that's gonna offer interoperability with the PlayStation Vita and the PlayStation 3. Now, what this means is that you'll be able to take your PlayStation Vita, right? You can save your progress on there, and then seamlessly transfer it over to the PlayStation 3 via some cloud service, presumably for the PlayStation Plus members, or maybe not. I haven't really looked that much into it, but some of the key features listed off of this article that come from Examiner.com are: you have 3 distinct classes, presumably a knight, a mage, and a ranger type, and you'll have real-time combat with lethal combo moves and devastating special moves. So your typical RPG stuff. You're gonna have dynamic dungeons that are ever changing, they're randomly generated, stuff like that. It's gonna have social network integration with Facebook. You're always gonna be connected. You'll be able to trade with other players, and you'll be able to compete in events with other players. So it's gonna be a very network oriented RPG title. And this does look like it's gonna like kind of mold single player RPGs and MMORPGs, something that Nintendo was looking to do a few months back. If you guys saw that story, Nintendo was developing a new genre that was like a single player MMO or single player MMO, however that works. But it seems that Ruin is looking to take up that mantle before Nintendo has a chance to expose it to the public. So it'll cash in on that before Nintendo has a chance to grasp that. But Ruin does sound like an interesting game, especially with the PS3/PlayStation Vita interoperability, and just seems like something interesting. When I get the PlayStation Vita, it does seem like something I want to pick up or at least demo out if they have demos for the PlayStation Vita, which they most likely will, since it's gonna have since you're gonna be able to use the PlayStation Network on there and go through the PlayStation Store. It's gonna have cross-game chat, all that other stuff. You already know the business with the PlayStation Vita. If you're watching my video, it's gonna be amazing. Next up, we have some information about Wipeout 2048, which is yet another PlayStation Vita title. For those of you that don't know, Wipeout is basically let's say a mix of F-Zero X with weapons in there at the same time. It's a very fun game. I have the Wipeout game on the PlayStation 3. I got it when the PlayStation Plus was offering it last year when it first launched. It's a pretty fun game. Not something that I really go to that often, but when I have friends around, I play it quite often. Although it does have a limited amount of cars, and that's kind of dismaying for me. It didn't really offer that much replayability. But yeah. So anyway, Wipeout 2048 for the PlayStation Vita. So you can race against PlayStation 3 players whilst you're on the PlayStation Vita. So that's offering cross-platform multiplayer with the with the Sony consoles. It's gonna have intuitive racing. It's gonna use the touchscreen control, tilt control, voice activated control, dual analog stick control, the little D-pad control. It's just gonna be a smorgasbord of controls. It's gonna offer a multiplayer crossplay, as I just said, with the PlayStation 3. You'll be able to play with your friends on the PlayStation 3 whilst you're on the go, on the bus, wherever you want to be, on your PlayStation Vita, which will come in handy if you have the 3G version. That means you'll always be connected to your PlayStation 3 friends. Now, whether or not this means that you can do cross-game chat with the PlayStation 3 is kind of up in the air. I don't know about that, but if it does get announced soon, then I will be the first one to let you guys know about that. You can have co-op missions. You can compete with your friends in a series of challenges for the top placement of the online leaderboards. You can have street level racing with 23rd century racing and 10 new tracks that are specifically designed for the PlayStation Vita's new control schemes and such. So it sounds like an excellent game. Now, there are multiple other titles in this article, but those are the ones I mainly wanted to cover in this little segment in Today in Gaming episode 35. But if you guys want to see the full list of PlayStation Vita titles and all of their features and such, you guys can go to examiner.com. The link is going to be in the description below. Just go check that out. I highly advise it if you're looking to purchase a PlayStation Vita, or if you are going to get a PlayStation Vita and you want to know what's in store for you guys on launch day. So next up is some rumored information that got leaked for GTA 5. Take this with a grain of salt, my friends. This is just a rumor, but here we go. So first off, we have our protagonist. His name is Adrian. He is Hispanic, and we will be returning to San Andreas. It's going to have some new towns in San Andreas as well as the old towns that we saw in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for the PlayStation 3. It's going to have multiplayer that's going to be returning. It's going to have co-op story multiplayer, which is excellent. More games need that, personally. Or I say that more games need that. It's really fun. I mean, what person wouldn't want co-op story multiplayer? But in addition to that, it's going to have competitive multiplayer as well. And on the console side, it's going to have 32-player competitive multiplayer, and on the PC side, it's going to have 64-player multiplayer. So it looks like it's kind of playing off of what Battlefield 3 is bringing into the game, and that's why I kind of say that this might not be true. And spoiler alert, I'm just going to put something in an annotation or something like that about where to fast forward for this ending segment. But your protagonist dies at the end of this game again, and then you take care of his brother, who inherits all of the money that you've made across this GTA game. And it seems that this GTA game is heavily centered around making money. So yeah, it sounds interesting, and the timeline is a continuation of GTA 4, which does get referenced a lot, and the military has returned as a 6-star bounty or reward or whatever you want, but they're referred to as the National Guard in this game. And there's more information if you guys want to check it out. I'll include the link in the description below as always. So anyway, next up, we have some information about Battlefield 3, and that comes in the form of its sales. And in the first week, it produced 5 million worldwide units sold. And I congratulate DICE and EA on an excellent amount of units sold, especially since they're going through hard times. But with abysmal servers lagging and all that other crap that's just been going on, it seems like it's been a bad launch for Battlefield. But regardless, they pulled on through, and they've gotten 5 million units sold in the first week. Now, while this is a lot, it's most likely not going to beat not Battlefield, but Modern Warfare 3's numbers. It's probably going to sell 7 million and up in the first day alone, because that's just Modern Warfare or Call of Duty. The Call of Duty franchise in general, it's extremely popular, but not something that I'll be purchasing. But whatever, it's cool. I mean, I guess Call of Duty's pretty good too. But anyway, next up we have some information about Trine 2, which will be coming up later on this year, and it's available for pre-order on Steam, and it offers exclusive beta access to Trine 2. Now, the game is going to be on Steam for $15, so go pre-order that if you want to get it on the PC, but it's also going to be for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 Entertainment System. It's developed by it's developed by Frozen Byte Studios, and it's published by Atlas. It's coming out for, well, I already said what it's coming out for. It's an RPG. Trine 1 is on the PlayStation Store, and I believe that on Steam as well. Maybe the Xbox 360 Marketplace. I'm not too sure about that, but go check it out. There's a demo on all three, or on the available mediums. It's a pretty fun game. I found it pretty fun. I didn't purchase it personally, but it was entertaining for the first 10-15 minutes. It had really nice graphics though. But anyway, that's all we have for this episode. Staying Gaming. I'm Jesszman, and next up is The Road to Uncharted 3 Day 1. I'll see you guys later. Peace.